Welcome back to Baldy Cats, and it does look like I am really indeed the luckiest man on the planet at the minute. I'm going to explain it all now, and then I have got a little bit of a plea for help for you. But you've obviously read the title of the video, so let's just get into it. So I got this email from one Sharon Morgan, and even though I don't know a Sharon Morgan, I knew this was legit because only Sharon Morgan would have the email address julianrichards66@gmail.com. And only Sharon Morgan would sign off on her emails as Mrs. Madeline Genesis. So understanding that I was dealing with a serious figure, I had to investigate the email further. Sharon confirmed her credentials as someone to be taken seriously with her opening statement, which was, "I have an urgent and very confidential business proposition for you in 2014. She told me about a Mr. Rashid Saeed who deposited $4 million in her bank account before apparently just buggering off. Now, Mr. Rashid seemed like a very talented individual because although he unfortunately died, he somehow managed to die in the United States during an actual trip to Kuwait. David Copperfield, sit yourself down, son. Now, given that nobody else wanted Rashid's money, Sharon thought it would be quite a nice treat if we shared it between ourselves. Now, Sharon had obviously done some serious research here and handpicked me to be a partner in crime because she needed a foreigner to help move the money out of the country. And just to be clear, Sharon works in London, which is in England. Now, I know what you're thinking. The fact that I live in Blackburn, which is also in England, makes me the perfect choice. Now, knowing that she just made a case that I couldn't possibly ignore, she asked me to get in touch with her straight away, and then she sent me some photographs of this woman, which definitely is Sharon Morgan, because it says so on this totally legit ID here, which again bears the name Madeline Genesis. How could I possibly refuse? So I told her, I'm totally in space comma, and I know you want me to tell you how to share the funds, space comma, so I suggested bringing a lot of brown envelopes, or maybe we could even do the transaction in Moonpig vouchers. Now, I will admit that even though I offered to help in this very, very important matter, I did feel a little bit uneasy about it. I mean, stealing a dead man's money is not something that I like to do too often. So I did a little bit of soul searching and I turned to the internet for some advice.
You're saying I got an email from Sharon asking me to give her personal details so she can transfer me $1 million. What should I do? What should you do, conspiracy cats? You should talk to either Jess or BX. You know what I'm saying? Talk to one of them.
Now, I've no idea who BX is, but I did manage to track Jess down, who luckily was live streaming at exactly the same time, which wasn't much help.
Ça va, merci. N'hésitez pas à liker, à vous abonner, les gars, ça fait plaisir. Oula, il m'a parlé anglais, mon frère. Désolé, I not speak English. J'espère que la banane de Wish, tu n'es pas là.
Now, I myself don't speak any French, so maybe some of you can help me out here, but I'm pretty sure she just called me a bellend.
Banane.
Well, let's try that slowed down.
Banane.
Now, I am actually really looking forward to all the comments from the people who can actually speak French in the comments section. I'll be intrigued to know just how much of a bellend she actually thought I was. But in my search for advice, I do believe I did stumble across exactly the right guy.
I got an email from Sharon, who wants my personal details so she can give me money. What should I do? You should just take a step back and you should just show her a fucking middle finger. All right, make sure you show her that and say, "Get the fuck out of here with your bullshit scam."
Now, as I was off soul searching, Sharon was very busy responding to my email, and she must have got a whiff that I was asthmatic because I think she tried to kill me off with a paragraph written that was so long and convoluted with no punctuation whatsoever that it was almost like a challenge if I could get through it start to finish without needing my inhaler. Be informed, this transaction is risk-free. All legality involved will be perfected by a special advocate, which is a professional in this regards. After you provide the information below listed here in mail, I will immediately provide you with the lawyer's details and the deposit certificate of late Mr. Saeed to proceed further, but you must have to provide your full information, like your full name. Ooh. But anyway, the deal was on. Because all I needed to do now was give her my full name, my full address, and my identity document. And I guess it didn't matter which one. So that's exactly what I did. I gave her my totally legit Shedrage University staff card. It shows my name, my crotch stings, my date of birth, and my address in Blackburn Road, Blackburn, Blackburnshire. Now, this is where things have taken a little bit of a turn for the worse. You see, Sharon Morgan, who also goes by the name Julian Richard and Madeline Genesis, seems to have disappeared from my emails altogether. I'm really, really worried about her. And I had to email her to see whether the deal was still on.
Hello, you still there?
Now, as of yet, I am still waiting for a reply, but if any of you know Sharon Morgan, can you please tell her that I am absolutely still interested in helping her get money out of the country by keeping it in the country in honour of the man who died in America while he was in Kuwait. I think it's really important. And of course, as soon as I get my hands on that money, I will share it with you all. So, for now, thank you.